They then had booked the first women's college basketball game in the Garden, Queens versus Immaculata. Both had powerhouse women's teams, but they had put no resource against it. You know, no one would have come probably. But I thought, geez, this is history. This is the first time the Garden has had women in the building. Now there were always double headers at these games, and there was UMass versus Fairfield, another example of a game that nobody would have come to. And the preliminary game was always first, the one that was less powerful in the promoter's mind, and then the featured game, and the women were playing first. I had gone to the men's schools first, and I had asked them to flip the order so that the women would play second and the men would play first. Well, they turned me down. They said, no, we signed on as the feature game. Well, that's the game we're going to play. We don't even like the fact that we're on the same bill with women and or girls, as they probably called them at the time. I said, okay, but I think you'd be better off if you flipped order. Anyway, they threw me out. I went out again to the schools, and I talked to the administrators of the schools, and I went to the organization Now, and I went to Ms. Magazine, and I made this sort of a cause celeb, where this is the first time the women are going to play. Now let's pack this building. I convinced the two schools to essentially close their campuses, and I got the alumni to fund buses so that the students could come in for nothing. It was huge. I mean, the building, I think we had about 12,000 people in the building. The place was rocking. About 95% of the building were women. We started with Helen Reddy and I Am a Woman. The women's game ends, and then just as the men come out on the floor, a pocket of women up in the top of the building get up and loudly proclaim that they're leaving. The women should have been playing the featured game, and this is an outrage, and they're not going to watch the men play. And they get up, and just like, that wave thing that we see in arenas, I'll be damned. I mean, the whole building takes off after these women. It's incredible. You put a building with 15,000 people or 12,000 people in it, and you think it takes a while to empty out. It doesn't. The building is empty in 4, 5, 6 minutes. The next day in the Times, there was a big story about this game, and there was a significant portion of that story was about the fact that there was a walkout. Now, I'm backstage, and the athletic director from, I think it was UMass, came storming back into the backstage area looking for me, accusing me of having organized this. And I said, look, I didn't organize anything, I just sold tickets, and not a lot of tickets to people who wanted to see you play either.